Hey gang, welcome back to the channel to part 1 of the Morley Helicopter Swash 300 teardown. As you can see, I've already tore some of it down. So, it's difficult to know where to start with something like this because it is proper old school and I don't want to damage it. Now, I have, as you can see, managed to unscrew and take this off. Now the bottom part of the canopy has come off quite nicely. It was trimmed wrong, so I've trimmed it right. That is going to have to go back on to this here, which has been treated pretty well, to be fair, but like mega amounts of epoxy, which is going to have to come off, and I'm going to do a complete sand down. I may even, I'm going to repaint this. That bit's not so bad, but that's been fuel proofed obviously, but I'm going to get all the crap off it, sand it down, make it nice, repaint it, and this I'll probably fiberglass the inside of it to strengthen it up. Now on the canopy side of it, we've got one door which, as you know, works and comes off and out, but we've got a crack, not that I've done, that was here, and they've attempted to glue it already and made a piss poor job of it, so I'm going to have to clean that glue off and then re-stick this back down. But the hard part is going to be getting the canopy off here. Now I reckon I can do it, even if it means me getting a hot knife and slicing down through there to try and release the glue to give me some, because I mean it's coming away anyway, but I don't want to force it too much, because if this canopy cracks, that's it, game over. Some of you might say, why didn't you just leave it? Because then I can't do a proper job with painting the frames and, you know, making it look nice and creating content for you. I mean, even that's come off there already, but I'm going to leave that till later, and when it comes to doing it, then well, I'll share it with you what I do. But the main thing at the moment is to strip the rest of the airframe down, and I'm going to start by probably unclipping the main rotor head here. I mean, these have already come out, but I mean, that's solid as a rock. That's solid. That's solid. I mean, they're all pretty solid. So I'm going to break down the rotor head, take these off with some ball link pliers, and I think that is just going to slide. I mean, it slides up and down, but there's rust on the rotor head, main shaft. I'll get it out in a minute. So that's going to need to be dismantled. Okay, let's start off by getting that out. Where's my ball? Those pliers. There you go. No. It's going to be a. Let me know what you think, guys. Whether this is going to be something that you're going to be more interested in, or whether you prefer me to do modern day stuff. I know you like me doing helicopters, but at the end of the day, you all know the situation that I'm in. All of those that are regular, and you all know that when it comes to finances, it's not very good at the moment. But these were acquired by swapping. And where's my balling pliers? Have you not nicked my boarding pliers? Because I can't find them. The situation, as you know, is a bit dire, and I acquired these, like I say, via swapping some aircraft in place of these, and it gave me the idea of doing all this kind of stuff, all old school. I don't know, it's a difficult one to decide, but let me know what you think. Whether you think it's a good idea and whether you'd like to see something like that. Right, I found my ball and pliers and a broken nail. Just give me some idea as to how brittle these are. It didn't snap, it didn't break. That one didn't break. Please don't tell me that one's broke, because that popped off quite easily. I may need to change these ball links. Not ball links, the actual, because they're thin. I may even change the swash plate, but we'll see how much it can be dismantled first. Because there's a fair amount of tension in that, and I'm not sure whether it's the gearbox. It might be the gearbox needs oiling, or the bearings need changing. Well, it could actually be the coupler. But let's have a gander. Disconnect the. Ooh. Let's take that bit off. They've been replaced anyway, because they're normally black and they're white. Okay, that's not going to come out through that. So we need a hex 2mm. Might as well get that one out as well. Now, thread lock probably never existed in this time. Oh, 2.5. Nope. You see, these are all rusted. Is that the wrong? Is that going to come out of there? I think not. What about that one? Where did that go? Was that the nut from there? It was. You played a game with me, you silly man. Where did that go? I'll find it. I'll find it. So I'm not sure whether to do this old school and actually have you watch me do it real time, or whether it's worth just doing bits at a time and then coming back once they're done and letting you know any issues that I have. I might even be working on here and you probably can't see it. Yes, you can. Oh man alive. Yeah, you see, none of these will have been thread locked. I'll probably buy myself a set of, that's a different length. No, it's not. I'll probably buy myself a set of thread locker screws, nylox, because they would be a lot better to use instead of just straight nut and bolt. Oh my goodness. You don't realise how good something of this age was back then, but also at the same time how bad it was. There's things on here you think, oh my god, because you're so used to designing, or sorry, building the more modern helicopters these days, you forget how old school these things were and how simple they were, and how equipment and tools we used, not tools, different screws and whatnot that were used and not thread locked together or whatnot. Is that coming out? It's coming out. That's a long one. That's what she said. That's dropped down there as well, isn't it? There you go. I think these should be quite good when they're finished. My plan is to get them looking brand new, or to a point where I know for a fact that they're going to be able to fly safely. Eek. So that should now come out. Leave that in there for now. That should come off, and so should that. Ooh, there's your blade grips. Oh God. See, even they're loose. Even that's loose on there, screwed in. I may get that replaced with some different ball links. Okay. That, if I remember rightly, is all one piece. Yeah, got the crap on that. Right, so now around to the other side. It's a good thing about building something like this, or stripping down something like this, is organisation, making sure that everything's all organised nicely, so when it comes to reassembling it, it's all there and ready for you. Of course, that's something I'm not going to do, so that ain't going to work, is it? Sing song, she don't, she dead. Excuse me, people. God, I can't wait just to get into this and clean it all. Sacrilege seeing the state that this is all in. God, these are coming out so easy. Just kidding. Oh dear. These are going to need to be thread locked to make sure that they don't come out, because they are unscrewing too easy, and with the vibration that we get from these things, it wouldn't take much. Let's see if I can get one undone without using the... Yep, there's a spanner in my hand. I'm able to undo this by just holding the nut with my fingers. That's how easy they're coming out. There we go. Don't drop it. See? Early days. Oh, that should come off. There you go. There's the blade grips. Cha-cha! So, let's get that undone, which I'm thinking is 2.5. Yes! Here it comes. I remember how excited I was when I first had my first helicopter. Ooh, that looks brand new. No rust in it at all. Yeah, when I had my first helicopter, I was a lot younger than this, and it was one of these, and it had wooden blades that were vinyl covered and led through the actual blade to act as weights, and oh, that's, I forgot to unclip it. And yeah, I was so excited to fly it, and it was a bag of shit. Hold on, let's get that off. Oh, that's not going to come off very well. Hang on a minute, guys. Off. These are really flexible, these ball links. So come out. There we go. That's that out. See, this is all solid apart from this bit here. See that? Wow. They're not even lined up. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, let's just separate that for a sec. And then we'll do that in a minute. Or in another bit of the video. Oh dear. Bearings are all crunchy on these. Crunchy bearing. That's alright. Crunchy bearing. These are going to need to have the bearings changed. If I remember rightly, that had I thought so. That was just popped on, just pushed on, look, like so. And then you got, is that screwed in? Nope, it's just pushed on as well. So these bearings literally just pressed on. I can't get it off, she said. Let's do that one. Pull. See how easy they are coming out. Let's take that off first. You can see this, guys, what I'm doing here. Let's bring you in a bit closer so that I can see what they're doing. Oh. And tape. Oh jeez. Lord, please don't tell me that's rotating round in there. Nope, it's coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rotor head apart and then put everything for the rotor head into one bag or box or whatever, of which I didn't bring any with me. Come on. Cool, that's really sticky. What have we got in there? Yeah, this is definitely run because the exhaust residue has been blown out from the engine and sucked back up into the rotor head. I mean, look at that. Can you see that there? That there is caked with grime. Marvellous. And try again. Oi, oi. Oh, that's rotating. Oh, but it stops when I hold it. Goodness gracious me, this is very, very tight. Come on, out you go. Oh, these are going to need to be cleaned in isopropyl alcohol because the exhaust cruddle on this is amazing. There we go. Ta-ta! I think these have got nuts that push up into the bottoms of these recesses. God. They're not tight with Loctite, they're just dumped up with crap that's soaked into the screws. Is that coming out? I'm not sure if that's coming out. Lift ball and string. Gently. No. Hold on a minute, gang. I'll be back. Missed taking those out. These tubes that were here, they were just sat on there. And the reason these won't come out is because they're caked in. Look. Ugh. That's exhaust crap that's holding all that together. Yeah. Definitely need to be soaked. Golly. Oh, what we got? Nothing. In theory. Nope. That is size done. Oh, there we go. Nope, no. Okay, hold on. I think that is just, yeah, that's rubber. And that is wedged. Yep. This is where I've got to be careful, because if I damage this gasket, that is it. Game over. Come on. God, that's tight. I can't heat it up because this is plastic and it will melt. Come on, girl. Nope. Okay. They're not head screws, are they? They're just... No, they're not. Well, they're all out. They're not. Nope. 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 Oh, you penis. Ugh. Sorry. Forgot about that. There's a good screw that goes through with the pin. Now that should just lift off. Oh. God damn it, that's tight. It's coming up, but very, very slowly. Tippy tap, pop these. Don't do this at home, kids. Nope. Right, said power. I'm gonna have to look into this. For now, I'm gonna go for option number 2. So I may have to soak this, but I'm wondering if there's a hex drive down here with a like a Jesus bolt basically, and I think if I remember rightly this goes down, not all the way but only part of the way. Put that back in there so we don't lose it. There's another Jesus bolt there just to be on the safe side. I'm guessing that's got to come undone as well. Oh no, here it comes. There we go. See? Ooh-wee. I think that is just on so tight. I think I might have to press it off. Because they're definitely not. There's definitely not any other screws or anything in the top of this holding that in place. That should slide straight down, unless that's pressed on as well. I can't remember, it's been that bloody long since. Oh no, there we go. So that just slides off. So if we undo that there, anti-rotation bracket should just slide off. Oh, yeah. So it just leaves that, which I think I might be able to, because there's definitely nothing else holding that in place, but it rotates when I'm holding it. Let's see if oh yeah, it's coming. That's what she said. Let's get that. Okay, that's going to need to be a vice job. I need a break. Back in a bit. Okay, we've got everything apart on the rotor head, and it was literally just stuff seized together. Excuse me. I'm soaking the bolts at the moment in alcohol to try and loosen off some of the crud, and I've managed to get the main head off the shaft, and it's absolutely caked in hardened like exhaust residue. So, but you can see the rust on this. I'm not going to need to replace it. It just needs a damn good clean and polish, which I'll sort out. But all the rotor head bits are apart now, as you can see. They just need a good clean. Hold on. Oh. The swash plate, excuse me, this has got bearings inside, which are 1/4 inch bearings, and the top of the swash plate sits on some more bearings. But looking around it, it looks like the swash plate is out of alignment, and the whole thing is pretty damn stiff. Now, it's possibly that it's because of, again, exhaust residue, which is, you know what it's like if you fly model planes, all the gunk that comes out of RC engines. These things, you got to remember, are blowing air down and then sucking air in from the top. So what's happening, the exhaust is being circulated around like in a spiral shape. So it's coming down and it's going up and it's being pushed back down again. If you're running a rich helicopter, you're going to get all exhaust residue all over everything, and that's basically what's happened to this helicopter. And it's just congealed. Now the bearings that are on the flybar, these bearings here, they were quite stiff, but I've been soaking them in WD-40 and it's freed them up. Now I may get some new ones, but to be honest with you, they seem fine, so I might just use these ones as they are. The alternative is to get some sealed bearings, but I'll leave them as they are. Like I say, they're freeing up, and hopefully I might be able to do the same with the swash plate. So I've got 4 screws to undo there. I'll get them undone, take it apart, and then we'll have a look at it. Right, I've got the 4 tiny screws out of it, and let's see what proper old school bearings. Oh my lord, look at that. It's like a bearing that you'd have in a car. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's got a little bit of lubrication on it, but not enough. And then we've got the centre ball, pivot ball, as I call it, which is, it's plastic. That ball is plastic. Just ignore that for now. And then I'm not sure if this just presses out. I think this bearing just presses out. Oh my goodness gracious me. How's it stuck in? Please tell me. Oh yeah. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Hear it? Look, a tiger. Oh, that is caked in crap. Let's just get, no, not that one, not that one. If you can see, is that in the shot? Yes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give that a good squirt with WD-40. This is just to loosen it up, so don't go, you got WD-40. This is literally just to loosen these bearings up, and then I'm going to put bearing grease into the case. I'm going to pack it with bearing grease, and then hopefully it'll there we go. Look at that, straight away, perfect. See that? Look at that. There's nothing wrong with them bearings at all. That is epic, absolutely epic. Perfect. We'll leave them to soak even more. Give it another squirt, she said. And then, while that's soaking, we'll put those temporarily with them screws in with the other bits and pieces for the rotor head. And then we can start dismantling the other one, the other bits. Okay, that's good. Right, I've come to the bottom of the helicopter. Oh, the amount of times I've cringed with this. I'm going to see if I can do this without breaking them off. But it's going to need to be a little drastic looking. I am currently gripping a split pin. There we go. And now, come on, you something bitch. I'll grab it from this side. Oh, God almighty, that's stuck in big time. Come on, out you come. Get away, get him on. Pull it now. What do you get this? Pull it. Turn the helicopter. Let's turn it around, see if I can get a better angle at it from this side. Move you so you guys can see. Yeah. Okay. Turn it, twist it, pull it, turn it. That ain't coming out for jack. It's only a split pin, for God's sake. Yes, you did hear right. I said a split pin. I really don't know why. So don't ask. Gently pulls it, gently pull 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 it. It don't want to come out. You're only a split pin, for fuck's sake. I mean, let's try. I don't want to damage the the blades I'm not bothered about because they're hollow, which crap. But I don't want to damage these bits here. Man, that ain't coming out for crap. I should just pull straight out. Come on. Bloody hell. What on earth? If I snap this, end of the world as we know it. It's not going to come out of there, is it? Drastic measures. Nope. This is unbelievable. What on earth? Hang on a minute, guys. Split pin snapped. That's freaking glued into there. No wonder I couldn't get it out. Cashier number 2, please. I bet this is the same. Or is it going to come out? Let's see if the pin moves when I move the blade. No, it doesn't. So, in theory, now I've straightened the pin out, that should just pull straight out. Famous like bloody words. Unbelievable. Do, 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 do. Coming. Oh, Christ almighty. Stupid idea. Now, yeah, the blades look hollow. Hello. Very flexible, painted, extremely unbalanced. Right. So now that bit's done, if I get, where's my boxer? That should undo. Is that undoing? Can't tell if it's undoing or not. I don't think it is. I want to go home. Okay. Let's try removing these. One thing I do like about these helicopters is that all the bearings and grub screws are all 2mm and not 1mm. So that means that they can be easily gripped. Oh my lord. Okay. That needs to be a Phillips to get the yoke off. The yoke's on me. Come on. It's just so much flex in this plastic. It's like there's no way in hell I'm going to fly with anything this flimsy, so these are all going to be replaced. See that there? That's a tail rotor drive shaft. Yeah. I think. It's turning over there. Maybe it's not. Can you see all this? No, you can't. Sorry. Put up there. Disadvantage of not seeing the front of the camera like I did with the GoPro, but I'm not bothered because I can do all my filming and all my editing on this new phone that I've got, and camera's a lot better than where the boing 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 boing. Okay, put that down there. 2mm, and do that. Not too much because I don't want to lose the grabs key. Put that back in there. And if I undo this, I think this is all that holds the tail rotor in place. And that one. Seized on, boys and girls. take them out all the way, just in case. Whoop. So the only downside to something like this is because it's plastic, you cannot use heat. Because what does plastic do to heat? That's right. That. There it goes. It's just that crap on there again. Ah, there you go. Bearings are very, very gravelly. Very, very gravelly. But so are the bearings in that there. So I might be able to revive them. I might be able to change the tail rotor completely actually. Because that's... I want to try and keep it original though, that's the thing. Why would you paint these guys? Why? Why? What? Are they held on? Are they? Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. I'll put these back in so that I don't lose them. I do have the manual for this. I was able to download it offline. That's really thin. It's going to need to be. It's going to need a new one. Is that a nut? I think that's just a nut. It's a nut! So that should just push straight through. Yep, there it goes. Which means that, there we go. Put that back on there. God, it's all caked in exhaust residue. So someone who certainly had a go at this. And there, that's the control rod. There, sorry, I hit you again. Pull that out. That's the yoke control. Yeah. Oh dear, dear, dear. Now, this is a wire drive tail rotor. Just move your back a bit so I can. Skip, no, sorry. Okay. And the problem I've got now is these nuts that are on this. They are quite small, but the wire that goes around the tail boom is what holds this on, and it looks like it's been coated in bloody glue. Where's my brush? Where is the brush? There it is. Oh no, it hasn't, it's just dust. Dust. Okay, that won't rotate because I'm guessing there's a hole going through there, holding this in place as well to stop it rotating. So, long nose pliers. Or that works. That's it. You've got to pull it away before the thread's snapped. Nope, it's coming undone. Happy days. Who can tell me what children's TV program that's from? No! Bitch! Is that? Yeah, I think it is. Let's bring you up here so that you can see. That there is embedded. Oh, sorry. That there is embedded. And I can't get back behind it. Push, 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 push. I don't even know if that's coming undone. Oh, I think it might be. I think it is. It's coming out. Yep, nearly there. Come on. Okay. There we go. Ow. That one and that one. Again, painted stupidly. So that should slide off. That's good. That should slide off. Yep. And guess what? Yay! There we go. Now, I don't remember 100%, but I think this should just come straight out. There we go. So there's a tail rotor unit. Which don't feel too bad actually. It does not feel too bad. I'll still take it apart and have a look at it, but it feels like it's got a lot of grease in it. But there you can see that's where the coupler goes, and then you've got a wire drive that goes right the way through to there. So, and I can't see if somebody's put any spacers down there to stop the wire from running away. Probably not. Probably not. Right. Let's get these things tidied up and then I'll be back. Okay, some Wellington boot in their infinite wisdom, when painting this, decided just to paint straight over the screws and the nuts. Tell you what, I know we're not all like it guys, but there's some like bloody amateurs out there, people that don't know what they're doing. Look at that. Well, I reckon it's been painted in enamel as well. Need a bigger screwdriver for that, and I may have to apply some transferable heat. To come undone. Oh, that's not coming undone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up this. No, see it's starting to get too close. See, heating this up and then just putting it on the screw. Luckily that's just paint. melting there, which is going to come up anyway. There it goes. See, that's just paint, look. Yeah. Ow! Guys, if any of you out there are thinking of, you know, maybe painting your prized helicopter, your pride and joy, take it apart first, just paint straight over the screws and the nuts and the bits that you, ow, the bits that you need to take off to repair. Ooh, that's hot. Come on. Come on. Sorry, Jimmy. Need to turn it down a little bit. Oh, God. So I pulled all the tail rotor all out, which is come out quite nicely, and as you saw, it's got plenty of grease packed in it. But we'll still strip it down and have a look in a bit. And the reason I'm undoing these and taking these off is because I now need to slide the boom off if I can get it off, because it's been painted over. Ow, 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 hot, ow, hot. Ow, hot, 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 hot. Here it comes. Come on. Dump this straight into alcohol. I'll clean that. So that should come out. There we go. So these, they weren't even glued in, but that doesn't matter to me because it means I should maybe not, should in theory be able to just twist these off, but nope, nope, that's not coming off either. Guess why? Because they've been glued, or because the paint is, no, it's just a paint. Here it comes, she says. Come on. If you're not in the camera shot, God, literally caked in that paint. Yeah. This is what I'm trying to get off, and if I put that behind there and see it sliding, because they're just press fitted in, but over age they've obviously, come on, here it comes, she said. Oh, oh. Turn the heat off in here in a minute. Come on. I'll get them off. Got them. Just a smidgen of heat. I mean, you can say I've not burnt or damaged them, but just a tiny bit of heat. Just a tiny bit of heat, and they loosen off enough to pull. I'm probably going to replace these anyway because they're going to be brittle. I'm not sure yet, but they're going to replace them with carbon tube, or whether I'll go down the route of aluminium. So, next stage, if I remember rightly, this tube just pushes on, but again, because of it being, it's risky. It is risky. I don't want to try twisting it and then it snaps, because it then will be going over. So I think what I might do is undo this bracket here and this one here, and see if it frees it out that way. Use that's if I can get the screws undone because of the amount of paint that's on this. Going. Okay, that's going. Only a little bit. That's going. Only a little bit. That's going. Only a little bit. That's going. So once I get these out, I can just hit them with the heat gun and melt the paint off. Once I get all the screws out. Come on, up you come. Not sure whether that is coming out or not. It's unscrewing, but I'm not sure if the nut is actually still biting, and whether it's just stuck on the little bit of leverage, a little bit more of leverage, a little bit more. Yeah, it's coming up. Again, I might replace these with hex nuts, because they'll be so much better than trying to use these screws. Phillips, it's never worth putting Phillips on a helicopter, special metal into metal. So do squeeze, melt. Oh yeah. Come on. I can see that's gone quite loose. I can feel the tail boom moving around. Get that all the way. Out. There we go. Need to undo that unnecessarily needed connector. I remember right. That's the wire drive coming out of there. I was going to say these are just holding by paint. Come on, there we go. There we go. There you go. There we go. There we go. So, look at that's boom. Look at the paint on this, how it's been painted on. It's crap. So that's the tail tube. You've got a brass tube that's going through there, and then the wire drive is literally, is it bent? I don't think it is. I'm not sure whether I can get that off. Let's have a gander. Yep, that's out. I think that if I unscrew this here, like so, and that there, like, where's the grub screw in that one? There isn't one. or so. That twists over onto that. So that means in theory I can't get that off without snapping that. I'm going to replace this anyway, so let's get some fire wire cutters. Get it. Take cover. Oh, maybe not. Try again. Take cover. Oh, there it goes. So now that will come off like that, and then that will slide all the way out like so. It's actually straight, which is good. That seems to be, oh dear, that's not good. They're completely out of alignment. Right, bear with me guys. These guide tubes are out of alignment. Hold on. Right gang, the more I work on this, the more I remember how mine used to be. Right, now, how can I explain this without... This tail boom is made into 3 sections. Okay, so you've got this bit which connects to the back of the fuselage, and then you've got this piece here which slides into this tube, which then slides into this tube like so. However, this flexes quite a bit, and not only that, it breaks very easily. I mean, it just cracked. I don't know whether it had already gone, but me just pulling this out, it just was cracked and came off. Clean break. Also, these here, all of these that are on the boom and the ones that are on the back of the helicopter that you can just see there, are all made of plastic, and plastic bends. And I remember that the tail on this was horrendously vibration levels with so here's my plan. Actually, before I tell you that, this here is what goes onto the fuselage, and you can see there you've got a hole at the bottom and a hole at the top. The hole at the bottom is where the drive goes through, and it passes through this and then through this and then out of here, right? Now it starts off that way round, but going through here, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see how they're that way, where on this they're that way. So the wire's going into the tube and then it's rotating. I don't want that, because that doing that and then going back the other way through a drive point, if you can just see it in there, puts a twist. It puts a twist in this, so it ends up being, I won't use that, I'll use the, so it ends up doing that effectively. So when that's rotating around, it's got a bend in it. So what I'm going to do is I have got this, which is an aluminium tube from a Thunder Tiger Raptor, and as you can see, the tail rotor fits perfectly into it with no slop. Okay, the joint here fits perfectly into it with no slop. So that bit, once I take that off, will fit through the front of this. I'll then go straight through without any cut in the middle, straight through, and I'll make 2 bushes that are in line with each other, so that the actual rod goes straight all the way through to the tail rotor with no bend, no kink, nothing in it. And then I have the wire push rod that operates the bell crank on the yoke on the tail rotor. I'll have that go through another hole again in one long length along the top. That way it eliminates any flex in the fuselage, in the drive. It'll be dead straight and it'll be a lot stronger with this. Then these, which are plastic, like I say, I'm going to keep these because there's nothing wrong with these once I've cleaned them up. And I'm going to get some 6mm, I believe, aluminium tubing with a 5mm inner diameter, and I'm going to replace these with aluminium, because not only will it be again stronger, it will restrict any flex in the tail boom. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so do I carry on doing? Right, no, I need to get that out. Actually, no, I don't, because I'm just going to do it as one piece. So all I've got to do really, yeah, I'll just do it as one piece. I'll make some guides through the fuselage, through the tube, yeah, and then I'll have this held on by screws. I'll make a new one that's 3D printed that I'll hold on with screws, and then this I'll get a T-Rex clamp which comes up and holds the back end of the struts, tail boom supports for a T-Rex on this, and I'll use that to hold the supports that come up from the back of the fuselage. That way then this is all one piece, there'll be no flex, and it'll be a hell of a lot stronger. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera off while I just do a few bits and pieces, then I'll come back to you with the next stage, because I can't do anything now to this until it comes to putting it back together. So let's crack on. Right, so I'm going to start to dismantle the rest of the helicopter. Now I've just unpopped one of these control links, and although it's okay, I think probably ball link connectors would be better. The servos are coming out anyway because they're proper old school crap. So I'm going to disconnect all of the ball links, because obviously I'm going to keep them because I need to find out the measurements for the oh yeah, these are not good, not good. Pop that. Good thing is these ball link pliers are working epically, and then disconnect that, which is really crude, but I think we can probably get a better deal with that as well. Oh. Let me know what you think about me doing this, gang, because I mean it's proper old school stuff, but I'm actually enjoying working on this model because I've got unfinished business with this helicopter. The last one that I had, which was my first helicopter ever, did not end well. That's loose. That ball link is actually loose. It shouldn't be on there. Oh my word. Come on. I'll show you that in a minute. See that there, look? That is actually loose. Not when you check. Oh, hello. Don't need that bit anyway. That's loose as well. So, yeah, okay. These are still workable, but I think I might replace them with metal links, metal ball links, etc., just to give it a bit more satisfaction and controlled flight and whatnot. I'll be able to get some of those, definitely. Let's take that one off as well. Do you like my helicopter landing pad in blue? It's basically so I know that you're in shot. Right, so that's those off. Now I'm going to take this off, which is the rotor head bush that holds the rotor head. These I'm going to try and get, oh yeah, so I'm going to keep all these, but it's just these that I'm going to replace. I'm going to replace them with aluminium because they'd be better. Keep that, grab that, put that underneath there. I'm also going to try and replace a lot of the screws with hex drive and Uji flip screws. Hex drive heads, minimum 2mm hex drive heads, and lock nuts. That way, again, extra security. Anything that I can upgrade without degrading the original model too much, I'm going to replace. So a lot of these old screws and things will be, don't go on the floor, it went on the floor. A lot of these old screws and whatnot will be replaced with more modern, like I say, Imperial hex drive screws instead. Look at that switch. Oh my lord. Talk about complicated. Come on, up you come, out you come, let you go, in you come, come on then, up you come. Whoop, that's it. That bush is loose. But I'll be able to just push that out. Yep, there we go. Still good though, just need to clean and whatnot. Give it a grease when we put it all back together again. It will work just as good as any other bush. Leave it in there for now so we don't lose it. Right, that's that off. So what I'm going to do now is take these wrong too long. Take these servo mounts off. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Or is it the wrong size? I think it's the wrong size. Get that one. I think it's that one. Not that one either. Not that one either. Okay. What we've got here. 5mm. Shock horror. It's 5mm. See, a lot of these screws, or these bolts I should say, are flathead. But like I say, hex drives would work much better on something like this. Ta-ta! I'll show you the servos on this in a minute. Old school. Ta-ta-ta-ta! I mean, a bag of screws, hex drive screws and God knows what, with locking nuts, probably going to cost me about 10 quid for the whole of this helicopter. Sorry, I hit you then, didn't I? Do do do. Out you come. And then 2 more. Seriously? Bigger. It's got to be 6 mil. I'm also going to make sure that they're all the same size. Let me know if anybody else out there, proper old school like me, has ever had one of these, or any of the Morley helicopters range, because they did not just this, they did a Bal 47G, which is what I thought that one was that I've got over there. Not that I'm disappointed, because I'm not. They also did, like I say, obviously this, and they also done a Augusta 109, which was the one helicopter that I always thought I would really like, but it was always the most expensive. And back then, most expensive was £209. I'd buy 5 now if I had the bloody opportunity to. That one's awkward. Come on. I've got to laugh. I mean, back in the day, when these helicopters were the latest thing, these servos and whatnot that I'm taking out of here would have been top dollar, the best ones yet. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Sky Leader IC servo. That don't work. Oh, oh Christ almighty. How the hell am I meant to get them out of there? Are they just clipped in? Surely not. They are. Oh my god, how clever is that? I don't remember that on mine. Because I literally just clicked in. Ha! Best make sure I don't break these then. Take the rubber grommets out because I'm going to need those as well. Oh, there we go. One servo removed. Save that for my mate Nick, because he loves all this old school stuff. He collects it all. He's going to love them. Right, Let's find something to put those into so we don't lose them. Ta-da, ta-da-da-da, da-da. One down. 3 to go. You can hear some humming in the background. It's the heater, because here in the UK at the moment we've got some quite cold temperatures with snow. Wrong size. God damn it. Mixed bag of reading. And it is the only form of heating we have in the workshop, but it works really well. We've also got storage heaters in the clubhouse. These fan heaters that you can hear in the background in the clubhouse, which keep us nice and warm in winter. Ding, 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 ding. Coming out for buggery, aren't I? Oh, seized. Oh. Come on. Time is it? 2:30. Chinese dentist. Start packing up around about 4 o'clock because it gets too dark to see. What's that? Two go. You think about the materials that we use these days on our helicopters, our new helicopters. It's all carbon fibre and fiberglass cowls, and whereas this, it's all plastic and aluminium. Still work though. I can do that one by hand. Right. That is taut. That, I think that's the throttle. Yeah, it is. That's the throttle cable. I believe. No, it can't be. That's not the throttle, that's the collective pitch. The throttle's over this side. No, it isn't. Yeah, that is the throttle and the collective pitch that work together. But I might have separate servos. See, you've got a metal clevis on that one. Why didn't you just put metal clevises on all of them? take it off that side. Yeah. I've yet to see what engine this is. I think it's an OS 40 FP. Oh, that servo's gone. That's broken. This is why when people say to me, why don't you use the original servos? That's why. See, that's bizarre. You had that quick release servo mount on that side, but on this side it's screwed in. I mean, they're tiny screw threads, screw heads. I need a thinner bladed screwdriver. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. Terrible, man, terrible. Grommet. More cheese, Grommet. That one hasn't even got a nut on it. First helicopter, like I say, this, and then I had the MFA Sport 500. Any of you remember that? Another fixed pitch helicopter, another absolute pig to try and fly, but it flew. And then I really pushed out the boat and got myself a Colt Space Baron, which was such a nice model. And I've got one of those coming as well. Again, sentimental value with that one for me. That wire's been cut. Don't know what that was to. Okay. So that's going to the throttle. The throttle's moving. That's one consolation. At least that's not jammed. Let's get this fuel tank out because it's just wiggly. Oh God, they're brittle. Oh. Knife. I've got loads of tanks. That's neoprene. That is neoprene tubing. It's not silicone tubing. Oh my lord. Actually, I might still be able to use the tank. That's neoprene. Where's the camera? There it is. That's neoprene tubing, not silicone. I wonder if it's so bloody hard, but it combed it off. Oh, I can see the engine. It is an OS 40 Max H. So it is a OS helicopter engine. They're OS 40 helicopter engine, so it'll work fine. on this model, but I will take it off and put it onto my super duper engine stand that I made for the club and run it, get it all running right before I put it back in the model. So chuck them that way. Slurpy slurpy. Ooh. God, the cake of paint on this is unbelievable. Right. So, am I going to be able to get in there with my adjustable spanner? Here's my adjustable spanner. There it is. But I ain't going to be able to get in there with that, am I? Oh, you blood clot. How was that holding? Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? So that won't come off until they come out, and I can't get that out. That's right. I think that's a locking nut holding it. I'm trying to get this collective swing bar off. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on. So I can get to the other side, no problem. It's done it, it's gone, it's away. Look up. Where did that go? We have an infinity bounce nut. Sorry, keep knocking you with my Capulator 1000. The magnets on the motor on the servo, look, can you see that? Can you see that magnet on the motor is holding it? Oops, I did it again. Boo 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 boo. That's just going to come unscrewed, isn't it? That's, there we go. 1, 2, oh shit, 3. There we go. That's that off. These are all going to be set on brass bushes, but they're all nice and free. I probably won't dismantle that. Actually, I probably will. So put that there with them servos. That is doing nothing. Slowly coming apart. Ooh. How's that held on? Is it just screwed? Screwed on. That's glued on. Oh, hang on. That can't be. It is. It's bloody epoxied on. Amateurs. Absolute amateurs. I've got a 3mm jack plug that's going to the servo for a remote start, but I'll use another one, a better one than that. I don't like these. They're crap. I much prefer the proper remote starts, the ones with the little plugs, remote glow plugs on, and because they're cheap. That right, so now that's, let's get rid of this bloody thing. I won't be using it, it's only glued on, I think. Do. Nope. Hello, Philip. Boom, 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 boom. See, sure. You watch this. Is going to do absolutely nothing. Unscrewing these. Netflix. Ta-dum. Let's use my miniature chisel 2600, and there we go. What's that off? God, anybody seen a switch like that? What the hell? Japan Noble. Okay, if you say so. Another one for Nick. Nick. So can I get a clear prop? Bit of a dilemma. I hope that clutch has got some the engine turns over. I hope that clutch has got some clutch lining on it. Oh my God. Okay. I think for me to continue any further, I'm going to need to take these off because it's please work. That's just a bit too big. What's that? So I need 10 mil. One. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was so loose. That was so loose. Okay, so it's 2 mil. This is the clutch. I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to get this off because it's going to be tight. Oh no, she's coming. No, she's not. That's rotated on that. Come on. Oh yes. It's still got the clutch lining on it, look, and it's hardly damaged at all. Where's my... Hardly got any damage on it at all. That's awesome. That is absolutely epic. And there's the clutch. That's a spring loaded clutch. There should be a spring on the other side. I hope there's a spring on the other side, because if there isn't, then we've got an inoperable clutch. Okay. Oh, there's the start washer. That's very crusty. Oh dear. Not broke. That's good. That's still okay. That's still usable. That is still usable. Just needs a bit of clean up to get what looks like glue that they put on it. Doesn't really need it, but hey ho. And then we've got the clutch belt, which a little bit dirty, but it's to be expected. We'll clean up nice. But again, it's quite good. The number's still on it. There's no fraying in it. It's nice. 100XR037, made in the UK. So what I'll need to do now is just have a quick look on Tinterweb and see if this number correlates to a specific belt and whether I can get any spare bolts of these. So I'll be back. Oh shit. Right, so I've been on Tinterweb and although it's not an official Morley helicopters belt, it turns out these belts are quite standard, and I've been able to get two, and I was very lucky because they're in the UK as well. But so I ain't got to worry about these going on me because I can get, I can get more. Right, so actually put that there with that. So this clutch should pull off, and it does nicely. And then we've got two nuts that are holding on the clutch centrifuge. Oh yes, they're in there. See that? So what happens? This spins round. This is for people that have never had one of these before. This spins around at high velocity, and then gravity pushes those out, and then it grabs the clutch lining, and that's what spins the. Very, very simple, very, very clever. Do I need to take that out? I don't think so. But what I do want to do is find out why they're pulling in, because they shouldn't be pulling in like that. They should be level, like so. They should actually be like that. So I might have to have a look at that. We'll figure it out. So that's that off ski for now. Put them all over there. Out of the way. How are we doing for time? 3:15. So that should come out, which is a cooling fan. Be careful, Rob, because it is most delicate. Come on, here it comes. Gently. Do 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 do. Come on. Ooh. Gosh dang it. Come on. You can do it. Oh. Or not. This is where I could do with a puller. There's nowhere to grab this. A doll? A doll? Who's a doll? good and warm here. Oh, come on. Don't break. It's coming. No, it's not. Oh my God. Stop the engine. I can't stop the engine rotating. That's the only downside. Where you going, little fella? Poodle. Flexing quite a bit. Doesn't deflect the shaft. Lo shaft posete il rotor in giro da head. Don't go. I remember now. I remember now. Oh goodness gracious me. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you can do it. Oops, didn't do that, didn't see that, wasn't me. Push that pressure plate out at the back and then it works its way out, look. Come on. You can do it. Pull. Oh yes, here it comes, here it comes. If you want it, here it is, come and get it. I forgot how bloody pain in the butt this was to get off. Don't push it back on, Rob. I'll be back. Oh my lord. Rustiest part yet. But We will prevail. That ain't right. Goes on that. If you're watching this and I haven't put the time lapse on, I do apologise. That's better. Ugh. Flush. Ah. That should go over that. That should go. Am I really going to push this back on and not be able to get it up again? Put that on there like they had it, that's going to slip. That there isn't going to line up properly. Although I can see the concept of what they were thinking. Okay, let's keep them kids together so we don't lose them. Now, in oops, put them in there. In Austin theory, I should be able to unscrew these cowling screws and that should pull that away. Again, my choice of screw, not my favourite. These should all be cap head screws, but then back in the day this is what they had. Suppose it worked out cheaper using normal bolts and nuts than it did cap head screws. Ah. Oh, that is scratching my finger big time. Can I get a clear road ahead? Come on. Completely different screw nut, I mean. One teensy strider, and I bet the bloody thing's got a nut that rotates round behind it. We're going. We're going. Oh. Let's see if I can push this bearing out of the bearing in here. Chuck it in WD-40. That should just pull straight off. Right, that should just pull straight off. Right, that should just pull straight off. Oh, I didn't see that one there then, did I now, eh? Is it? Just get my fingering on that. Fingering on that. Sounds like the wind's starting to blow outside again. As you all know, regular viewers will know that I suffer with really bad wind up here. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh, nuts. That's off, that's off. That's off. That's the cooling shroud, which should just pop straight out. There we go. Dongle is massive. There we go. Shroud. Now that bearing, I believe, is pristine. Sounds rather gravelly. That's better. Stick some bearing grease on that. I'm going to put it back together. Ooh, that wind's blowing. Okay, so what time is it? 3 of the hour 35. So close. Don't think I'm going to get it undone. All, I should say, done tonight. That's that. Hold on a minute. Huh. If I had a woman, a hammer, I think I might just get this aluminium plate off that's mounted these, it's got these servos mounted onto them, and then call it a day, and I might come back up again in the week, or should I say I will come back up again in the week, because I need to go out and come on. That's that. So, theory. Wrong. 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 8 mil. That's 7 mil. 8 mil. Wrong. 7 mil. Ta-dum. Oh man, my arms are aching. Are you kidding me? literally. Literale. Literale. Don't know which part it is that's done and capped on. Lordy. It's getting warm in here. Nearly done. Yay! There we go. So there's the engine mount. There's the engine, and there's loads of shit and dust. But the engine turns. Neoprene. Okay, right. I'm gonna call it with that one, guys, because it's 20 to 4, and it's 20 to 4, and I've still got to load the car up and need to get out before it gets too dark because of the ice. Take that off. Get my thing, and that. And that. Okay, so progress so far is we have everything removed from the chassis and the motor mount, as you can see. We've still got to take the main servos off, the main gearbox and rotor shaft off, and then we can remove that plate and the servos from there for Nick. And then all we've got left to take off is the undercarriage and the engine, and take the airframe apart, and that's it. Give it all a good clean, and then once it's all clean we can put it all back together again, but better. So I'm going to leave it at that for this one, guys. The next video will be everything cleaned up and everything ready to go, and we will be able to put it back together. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the old like, subscribe, share and all that dingling, and go check out my Patreon. There's not much on there at the moment because I've only just opened it, but it'd be nice for you to join it, to support me, to help create more content like this for you, because without you guys, take it easy. See you in the next episode.